Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode. We are playing Cupid Parasite today, and I think we're going to try to finish Gill because I think we only have like an hour and a half maybe left of his chapter. I thought we were going to be getting away with one less episode than normal, but it looks like it's going to end up being the same. I guess Gill's is just overall longer than the rest of them. I don't understand because like everyone else's, they have like they're all about an hour, and Gill has 2 hour-and-a-half ones. Anyway, whatever. We have 3 choices left, so we're just going to go ahead and finish it. Alright, let's see if I remember what happened. Cupid quit her job, and she's helping Gill with his work. And she's trying to keep it, and she's trying to do like as much professional work as possible for him. And she wants to feel useful, and she wasn't feeling useful at her matchmaking job, so she's going to help Gill now and be a supporting housewife. That moment marked the end of the busy preparation period. See, Gill was working on a book and something for lovebirds. Some kind of collaboration. On the day of the collaboration, I accompanied the nervous Gill to the site. Thank you for the collaboration.
よろしく、ロビン。ギル、今日はよろしく。ってなんだよ、緊張してるのか？そりゃそうだよ。生放送に出るなんて初めてだからさ。緊張で朝食が喉を通らなかったよ。おまんじゅう、お腹鳴らないようにしないと。
Oh, he couldn't eat breakfast. Poor Gill. The collaboration for this time was a simulcast of Lovebird's channel and Lost York TV. This was an official tie-up with LCI, so the scale became big.
いやー、あの人気要求馬がうちの局に出てくれるなんてありがたいよ。企画まとめてくれてありがとな。今はラブクラフトさんだったか。
ラブクラフトさん。
Gill, you are hopeless. Gill was overjoyed hearing the producer calling me Miss Lovecraft. Back in college, Gill used to get upset when people made fun of his last name, but today he was ecstatic.
そうだった。あの時夢見た。俺と同じファミリーネームなんだ。
What I'm curious is, the TV producer is all ecstatic about the YouTuber, but what about the president of LCI? Why not him?
ほんと好きなんだな、ギル。当然だよ。もう毎日好きになっちゃうから大変なんだよ。昨日もさ。
Are you really gonna talk about that?
おーっと、そろそろ本番だから、そののろけ話は番組にとっといてくれ。
Things just tend to get out of hands. Like just the other night, never mind.
ああ、はい。本番か。緊張してきた。俺も生配信とテレビ出演は初めてだから、さすがに緊張するな。あれ？生配信は初めてなの？ラブバーズチャンネルは撮影中止にしてるからさ。そういえばそうだったね。
すみません、そろそろスタンバイお願いします。
わあ、席に着かなきゃ。リネット、行ってくるよ。
I gave her a kiss. I almost missed it. You'll kiss me on the cheek before heading into the studio.
いやー、さすがだな。パラサイトハウスぶりにあったけど、すっかり幸せそうだな。
I know, it must be nice seeing him all grown up.
まさに君のためのラブレターの作者って感じがするよ。あの頃は結婚できる気配が全くなかったが、まさか君とな。
How embarrassing. A kiss between a married couple is normal, but when it's so heartfelt, I couldn't help but feel shy. The producer knew what Gill was like when he used the matchmaking service, so it made it even more awkward.
では本番いきます。
The camera started rolling, marking the beginning of the collaboration program between Gill and Lovebirds.
おしどり目指してラブフライ。恋も愛もスパイスオブライフ。あなたに届けこの思い。恋愛系要求バーのラブバースです。こんにちは。ギル・ラブクラフトです。今日はなんとラブバーズ初のコラボ。ぜひハッシュタグラブクラフトバードで感想をつぶやいてね。ところでみんな、ギル・ラブクラフトが誰かは知ってるよね。そう、彼はあの大ヒット作「君のためのラブレター」の著者なんだ。さらに彼は恋が成就する車だと話題の LCI 社の新社長に就任したばっかり。そこら辺も詳しく聞いていくよ。よろしくお願いします。
The relaxed program began that way. As soon as the camera started rolling, Robin transformed into a seasoned YouTuber. He appeared quite at ease in front of the camera.
それで今回のコラボをすることになった経緯なんだけどさ、実はオイスターがきっかけなんだ。
Oysters bringing people together.
あ、そうそう。いやー、あの時はびっくりしたよ。俺がオイスターに当たって倒れたってのは前の動画でも話したんだけど、その時に助けてくれたのがギルなんだ。つまり彼は俺の恩人なんだよ。彼とその奥さんがね。確かあの時って新婚旅行中だったんだよな。そうなんだよ。ちょうど2回目の結婚式を終わらせたところでさ。2回目の結婚式？地元の友達にも彼女の可愛さを知ってもらいたいって思ってやっちゃったんだ。おお、本当に愛妻家なんだな。そういえば君のためのラブレターは奥さんのために書いたって本当？そうなんだよ。実は俺あの子にずーっと片思いしてて。
Oh no. Robin's comment lit a fire in Gil, and he started talking nonstop. Robin, being a professional YouTuber, managed to steer the conversation effortlessly, and Gil remained high-spirited throughout.
それで彼女が俺が世界で一番大好きで大切にしてる奥さんなんだ。
Whoa.
見て見て、可愛いでしょ。
Is he pulling her on camera? Suddenly Gil grabbed my arm and pulled me into the studio. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the corrector says introduce yourself, but let me just double check it's not a save. I was just looking at this. Okay. No save yet. We're gonna feel anxious first. Kill, wait. They don't plan on appearing. What if the viewers at Parasite House and my old clients get the wrong idea? You know, right? You were his advisor. We got closer and married after Gil left the service, so there weren't any ethical issues for the company.
おっと、最愛の奥さんの登場だ。彼女は仕事熱心でアイデアも豊富なんだ。料理も上手だし。
Gil, stop. I whispered to Gil to get him to stop, but he didn't hear me.
奥さんの魅力は十分伝わったよ。ところでギル、出しちゃっていいの？だってこんなに可愛い奥さんを俺が独り占めにしたらもったいないじゃないか。それに彼女が俺の奥さんだって全世界の男性に知っておいてもらいたいから。これは牽制かな。大丈夫、指一本触れないさ。
Making sure no one else flirts with her.
じゃあギルの愛妻家っぷりが分かったところで次の新作について聞きたいんだけれど。
ラブクラフトさん、
こちらです。
She gets to leave stage now. Alright, go back up. It's different buttons for returning to a previous scene in this game and 9 Rips. I always get confused which button it is. We're going to introduce ourselves. Gill, don't just bring me out here so suddenly. What if the viewers of Parasite House are my old clients get the wrong idea? We got closer and married after Gill left the service, so there weren't any ethical issues for the company. Well, now that I'm out, I should introduce myself and just go with the flow. I recalled the courage I mustered for Parasite House and tried to calm my nerves as I smiled and spoke into the camera. I'm Gil's wife, Lynette. Nice to meet you.
これは確かに可愛い奥さんだね。ギルがメロメロになるのもわかる気がするよ。
でしょ？可愛いでしょ？
ところでギル、出しちゃっていいの？
だってこんなに素敵な奥さんを俺が独り占めにしたらもったいないじゃないか。それに彼女が俺の奥さんだって全世界の男性に知っておいてもらいたいから。
これは牽制かな。大丈夫、指一本触れないさ。じゃあギルの愛妻家っぷりが分かったところで次の新作について聞きたいんだけれど。
ラブクラフトさん、こちらです。
Rabbit managed to chase the topic just as a different camera angle was used, and I tried to calm Gill down as I moved out of the camera's view.
はい、本番終了です。お疲れ様でした。
お疲れ様でした。
It's finally over. The program ended and I took a breather. Thanks to Robin's ability to guide the conversation, the topic switched to LCI cars, ending my part in the broadcast.
お疲れ、ギル、リネット。
Same to you, Robin. Thanks for preventing Gill from going overboard.
いや、予想よりはおとなしくしてたから俺はほっとしたよ。
Calmer than you expected. What was he expecting in the first place?
はあ、俺はいっぱいいっぱいで何喋ったか覚えてないよ。
That's so funny. He's nervous and he doesn't even remember what he talked about. That's funny because sometimes when I read these out loud, I don't even remember what I read out loud. So I totally get it. Sometimes I have to go back and I have to like reread. I'm like, wait, what did they just say? Because I wasn't expecting that response. And I realize that when I'm editing too, it's the same thing. Sometimes when I'm reading, I'm like, I don't know what that means. And then when I'm editing and I hear it, I'm like, oh, well, that's what it means. And so I'll put a little text at the top of the screen.
その方がいいかもな。
何？俺なんかまずいこと喋ってた？
See, I just glossed over that one. Okay, so he doesn't remember what he talked about, and he said that's probably for the best.
まあ大体大丈夫だったよ。多分。
Probably. I checked my smartphone to see the audience's reaction to the program. Cupid, marriage, hunting, that's a lot of pictures. I think the search term was hashtag Lovecraft bird. I launched a search for the hashtag Robin has suggested for the program and... See, is she gonna read it out loud? No, I guess not. Okay. Wow, you're correct. Look at this, Gill. Your book has sold out completely. I checked various online stores only to find they were all sold out. All the comments regarding my marriage to Gill appear to be positive.
嘘！この番組に合わせて増刷してたはずなんだけど。あ、会社の人から電話だ。ごめん、ちょっと待ってて。はい、ギル・ラブクラフトです。問い合わせが殺到してる？わかった。じゃあすぐに行くから。ごめん、急遽会議が入っちゃった。会社行ってくる。
Of course, take care.
頑張れ愛妻家社長。
You devoted husband.
ありがとう。リネット、気をつけて帰ってね。
Oh. Before he hurried away, Gil squeezed me into one last embrace. A few minutes passed, and then Clarice arrived to fetch me. Apparently, Gil had requested her to do so. Fetch her. We had to feign ignorance about Robin's presence. I know, right? I forgot she liked him.
どうしますこれ。次々メールが届くんですが。
なんだよもう。くそ、これだからネットは嫌なんだ。
Oh my goodness, what's wrong with you?
こうなったら仕方ない。最終手段だ。行くぞ。
Since Clarice was already here, we decided to grab a bite to eat near the Lost York TV studio. By the time 8 p.m. rolled around, we decided to call it a day.
じゃ、今日はお疲れ様。楽しかったわ。いやー、でもギルの過保護っぷりにはほんと驚かされたわ。
I'm sorry, Clarice. I know Gil contacted you to pick me up.
別にそこは平気よ。ロビンにも会えたし、結果オーライよ。
Of course it did.
そうだな。俺もクラリスと飲むの楽しいしさ。
本当？
Oh, that's cute. Clarice's face brightened, her expression reflecting the look of someone smitten. Is romance blooming here? I'll head home now. My house is just over there. Good night.
あ、うん、またね。
Give them alone time. I began to walk away, giving them some alone time. However, I hid behind a corner to watch them from a distance. Of course he did. There was a romantic tension between Clarice and Robin as they hung out. I didn't catch who initiated it, but their hands intertwined. Oh, really? As one silhouette, they vanished into the subway station. I didn't know where they were heading, but maybe a magical night awaited them. I hope it's as enchanting as I imagined. This feels like Clarice's first love. I sent silent cheers Clarice's way before turning to head home. I know you're gonna be kidnapped.
リネット、
Oh, okay. It's just him. I thought someone was going to pull over and, like, push her into a car. Gil? A familiar car pulled up and out stepped Gil. Hi again. Did your meeting wrap up already?
うん、ちょうど終わって帰るところだったんだ。ご飯食べた？
Oh, yes, as a matter of fact. Yes, I enjoyed a small celebration with Clarice and Robin. We talked about inviting you next time.
そっか、楽しみだな。打ち上げか。
Upon hearing it, Gil seemed lost in thought. He looked at me, then returned to his car.
じゃあさ、よかったらこれから俺と二人きりでドライブに行かない？せっかく番組も成功したし、君と一緒に打ち上げをしたいんだ。
I feel like something's gonna happen. The night view shimmered outside the window. Gil and I enjoyed a nighttime drive through Lost York. It had been quite some time since we last drove through Lost York at night. The experience rekindled a sense of excitement within me. Oh, a new shop. I should visit here with Gil sometime.
かわいいな。
In an attempt to not distract Gil, I kept my excitement to myself, but he quickly caught on to my awe. I blushed at his comment, but didn't let it hinder my enjoyment of the view. Eventually, we arrived and parked by the beach.
はい、到着。
Gil exited the car first and circled around to open my door. Thanks. He offered his hand and I accepted, stepping out of the car. Suddenly, Gil scooped me up. Oh, what are you doing?
このままじゃ靴に砂が入っちゃうでしょ。だから。はい、特等席へどうぞ。
Aw, that's so cute. This is your special seat right here on the hood of my car. He gently placed me on the car's bonnet.
まあちゃんと座るところは今拭いておいたから安心して。
Is that okay?
もちろんだよ。
Before I can voice my concern about it being his prized car, Gil's lips met mine. His eyes twinkled playfully as he brushed his fingers against my cheek.
実はさ、君とこうして夜のドライブをして海辺に来るのが夢だったんだ。
I love his doting husband voice. It's so adorable. Really?
まだまだ君としたいことはたくさんある。でも今日ようやく一つ叶ったから、俺の中で記念日がまた増えちゃったよ。
Another? There's more?
もちろんだよ。君がチョコで酔っちゃったあの日もチョコレート記念日にしたんだ。
Of course it is. That experience is going to be forever ingrained into his brain. The day I got tipsy from chocolate, remembering it made my cheeks flush. I could recall that day perfectly. I hoped getting drunk would blur my memories, but to my dismay, I could recall every moment from the start to finish with crystal clarity. I could vividly recall everything I said and the playful look in Gil's eyes at that time. Well, maybe it's a good thing that he didn't push for more then, because maybe she would still be terrified of him today. Not terrified. Is terrified the right word? If you're hiding underneath a bed, like from your husband because he's too forward, what is that called? Anyway.
それに君がクラブケーキを作ってくれた日も、君と初めてデートをした日のこともカレンダーに入れてあるよ。もちろん君と一緒に暮らし始めた日もさ。
He's so cute that he has all of these firsts like engraved into a calendar. He's probably referring to the day we became roommates before entering college. Wow, if you commemorate so many occasions, we'll have an anniversary every day.
そうなるのが俺の夢だよ。
That's so cute. He brushed his finger through my hair, his smile radiating pure joy. His gaze was full of love.
リネット、
Hmm?
今日はありがとう。君がいたから配信も成功できたよ。全部君のおかげ。
No, Gil, you put a lot of effort in too.
違う。君がたくさん手伝ってくれたからうまくいったんだよ。コラボのことだけじゃなくてさ、俺のそばにいてくれて、俺のことをたくさん考えてくれてありがとう。ちゃんとまだ言えてなかったからさ、君が俺のそばにいて手伝ってくれることを選んでくれたお礼を。俺さ、君にそばにいてもらえて毎日すごく幸せなんだ。でも同時に君が無理してないかってすごく不安なんだ。大好きな仕事を俺のために辞めた気がして。
That's not the case. I can still work as Cupid. Once again, Gil's book, the one that reportedly made people want to fall in love, was sold out. The recent collaboration was also resulted in an influx of calls to his company, hence Gil's rushed meeting. The livestream collaboration with the romantic YouTuber must have sparked interest, as LCI started receiving numerous inquiries. Considering they were designing cars aimed towards the female audience, this could be beneficial. If they successfully launched the new brand, it could pave the way for more couples to find each other. More opportunities for conversation always had positive outcomes, that was my understanding. That's why I chose to support Gil's work. I aimed to create more romantic connections that would bring people happiness all over the world. Gil's books, as well as his new business, had the potential to act as Cupid's arrows. Supporting your work is my new mission. You have nothing to worry about, Gil.
本当？無理してない？
That question was so adorable. Absolutely. I'm happy, so there's no need to worry. I reached up to touch his cheek and met his gaze squarely. I wanted him to know that I wasn't lying. I'm just following my heart. We both possess an agape trait. We embrace self-sacrifice. But that doesn't mean we're straining ourselves. You understand that, right?
献身的に過ごすのが無理をしているわけじゃない。
Gil pondered my words, thinking of his own experiences before offering a soft smile.
そっか。そうかも。俺も好きで、君に自分を全部捧げたいって思ってる。そっか。君も俺と同じラブスタイルだったね。
That's right. We share the same love type. That's why we fell in love and stayed together.
ありがとう。でも少しでも違和感を覚えたらすぐに教えて。君には絶対に無理をさせたくないから。
Thank you. I will. We're husband and wife after all. Due to our love for each other, my desire was for us to share everything. That was the kind of couple I aspired for us to be. Gil, I want you to be just as open with me.
そうだね。じゃあ遠慮なく言うよ。君を愛していること。
His eyes moved closer to mine and our lips met. My skirt rustled in the ocean breeze. The silver-gate bridge absorbed the darkness of the night, glowing brilliantly. The myriad lights from the cars on the bridge looked like beautiful shooting stars. Oh, they had such a cute night there. Love worth more than millions. Okay. Took me a second. A few days after the collaboration between Gil and Lovebirds, Gil was exceptionally busy with work. It's not the next day.
じゃあ行ってきます。今日は多分20時には帰れると思うから。
Oh my goodness, he's wearing a suit. What happened to his work clothes? His workshop clothes? See, this is what our president should be wearing, right? Must have his contacts in today. See you later, Gil.
行ってきます、リネット。
We shared a goodbye kiss before Gil dashed out of the house. He had a business deal to seal, which it was evident by the sharp attire. Okay, I guess it's only for business deals. Shelby wears a suit every single day, though. Well then, time to tidy up. I wonder what I should prepare for dinner. No matter how late he returned, Gil always tried to eat the dinner I prepared. I planned to wait for him with dinner ready again today. Since the day of the collaboration, Gil was being pulled in every direction. As the president of LCI and the best-selling author, he was invited to numerous TV and radio interviews. As a result, his book continued to sell well and LCI's revenue climbed steadily. I heard that a new brand tailored for women will be launched soon. I touched base with President Shelby and he asked me to consider a collaboration with Cupid Corp too. Oh really? There are so many people who want to fall in love after reading Gil's book. There was so much to be thrilled about. Gil mentioned he might come home earlier today, so I should make crab cakes for the first time in a while. Knowing he would return home exhausted, I wanted to surprise him with his favorite meal. Once the plan was set, I finished up the cleaning and laundry before heading out for grocery shopping. Doing something for Gil filled me with joy. I found myself humming as I cleaned up after breakfast. It feels like I'm becoming more like Gil. People say couples grow to resemble each other. That must have been the case. After marrying Gil, the man embodying the agape trait, I came to understand the meaning of self-sacrificial love. I don't know if that applies to me and my husband. I don't see myself resembling him. I mean, I never played video games before I met him, so he turned me into a gamer. And he quit gaming, pretty much, almost. But he's an introvert and I'm not. I don't think I resemble him at all. He definitely doesn't resemble me whatsoever. I experienced both the giving and receiving of that devotion in a balanced way. That was why every day was such a delight. As I lived this life with Gil, I held this thought. Why she look worried? By the evening, I was shopping for crabs. Where can I find fresh crabs? Don't go to the oyster store. I pulled out my phone to search for supermarkets known for their seafood. As I rounded a corner, several men in black appeared. Oh, now she's going to be abducted. I knew it was going to happen.
待て
Me?
ああ、ブラックオイスター弾だ。動くと撃つぞ。
Move and we'll shoot. What? Sorry, I'm in a hurry. Bye.
こうなったら無理やり連れて行くぞ
Ah. Oh my goodness, I shoved her in a van. I thought you said that you're the black oyster gang. That says green oyster. Suddenly, I was seized from behind and forced into a car. The vehicle then abruptly sped off.
よし、確保だ。行くぞ。
She really was abducted.
ああもうどうなっても知りませんからね
What? I tried to scream out in confusion, but my mouth was gagged with a cloth. Hey, look, the shady warehouse comes into focus. Before I knew it, I was taken to a warehouse.
かしこまりました。ではそちらの方向でお願いいたします。
こちらこそいいお話ができて光栄でした。ではまたご連絡させていただきます。
ええ、お待ちしております。
After shaking hands to see off the president of the client company, I collected my meeting documents and stowed them away in my bag. Thanks to LCI's successful financial performance, all of my recent meetings had been smooth. No one was underestimating me for being a new president, and no one saw me as merely an heir who got this position through nepotism. If possible, I wanted to maintain that momentum for the launch of the new brand.
ああ、そうだ。新しいデザインの試作車が明日にはできるって言っていたな。となるとボルトモアに出張か。あの子と離れるのは嫌だし、ついてきてって言ったら来てもらえるのかな。これからはボルトモアとの行き来も増えるだろうし、ラウルみたいにプライベートジェット買おうかな。あ、でも例のあれで行けるかな。
Oh, what's that? As I mulled over this, I checked my watch.
あれ、まだこんな時間なんだ。予定より少し早く済んだな。じゃあドーナツでも買って帰ろうかな。最近あの子に負担かけてばっかだし。うん、そうしよ
う。お、ギル、いらっしゃい。
ロビン、この間はありがとう。それとごめん、リネットから聞いたけどクラリスの件大丈夫だった？
まあなんとかごまかしたよ。しかし本当に過保護だな。親友を呼びつけるなんて。
あははは。いや、あの後クラリスからもすごい怒られたよ。でもあの時間に一人で家に帰すのは心配でさ。
How's he gonna react when he realizes that she's kidnapped?
ほんと愛妻家って感じがするよ。それで今日はお土産か？
そうそう、あの子もうドーナツ全制覇したいって言ってたし、買っていこうかなって思って。お？
I heard a notification sound for a received message. I checked the screen and was taken aback. Of all things, I took her. Oh my goodness. That was the message I saw. Oh, I feel so bad for him. How'd you even get his number? Did you steal Lynette's phone? Hey, look, she's playing again. Every single time. Anyway. I was tied to a pole in a warehouse. Oh my goodness. That was the moment I fully grasped the fact that I had been kidnapped. Release me. Why are you doing this? I glared at the suspicious looking men in black before me and they simply sneered.
何ってもちろん身代金をもらうんだよ。あんたはあの LCI 社の社長夫人だからね。
Your voice. Aren't you from the Green Oyster Shop, the one on Baltimore selling expired oysters?
店長、いきなりバレてるじゃないですか。
バレたからってもう今さら引っ込みつかんだろ。うろたえるんじゃねえ。
Oh my goodness, your voice, man. What is wrong with you? He's so loud. Why are you doing this?
あん んたの旦那があのオイスターが賞味期限切れだって騒いだからだよ。
And you punched him in the face. It's all good, right? Huh?
あの日あいつが騒いだせいで誰かが賞味期限切れのオイスターの箱と喧嘩の様子を撮ってたみたいでさ。
Oh, well, there you go.
幸いそいつは拡散されてなかったからちょっと抗議メールが来る程度でなんとか落ち着いてたんだけど、
その喧嘩の相手がラブクラフトバードコラボで LCI 社の社長だって判明しちまったんだよ。
その上あの生放送でギルの野郎がラブバーズをオイスターから助けたなんて言ったじゃないか。おかげでラブバーズの当たったオイスター店を探せなんて特定班が現れ始めて、そのせいでうちの店長とあんたの旦那が喧嘩してる動画がネットで拡散されて、ついにうちの店が特定されて大炎上したんだよ。
Surely it was only a matter of time once the video went online, no?
お前たちがあんな番組に出なけりゃうちもここまで炎上しなかったんだ。
Every time this guy opens his mouth, I just snicker.
まさかあの時オイスターに当たったのがあのラブバーズだったなんて。
I guess you shouldn't sell bad food.
おかげで営業停止にまで追い込まれたじゃないか。なんてことしてくれるんだ。
Well, maybe if you had maintained safety standards for your oysters.
だ
Right?
がここまで大ごとになったのはあんたらのせいだ。あの番組のせいで店は畳む羽目になる。借金を背負って
Oh my goodness.
全てはあの時オタクのギルがうちの店にイチャモンをつけてきたせいだ。だから身代金を取ることにしたんだよ。
You're holding a grudge for all the wrong reasons. I hadn't expected this turn of events. It started to make sense why Rob referred to oysters as Satan. Nothing good ever seemed to come from dealing with them.
逆恨みでも何でもいい。あんたの旦那がうちらに身代金を払ってくれるならな。せっかくテレビに映ってあんたの顔が判明したんだ。このチャンスを生かさない手はないだろう。
そうそう、大切な奥さんだって言うなら公共の電波に載せないことだな。自業自得ってやつだよ。
It's not his fault. Do you really think you'll get away with this? The police will be here in no time.
ちゃんと警察に通報するなって言ってあるからね。あの愛妻家なら言うこと守るだろ。
You know what? What if he brought Shelby? He's not the police, but he knows how to handle a gun. That's what I'd be doing. I'd be bringing Shelby to this.
あんたの写真も送ったし、あとは金を受け取るのを待つだけ。
Oh my goodness.
な、店長、身代金予定通りの場所に置いたみたいっす。取ってきます。
Oh, really? The shop employee darted off, smartphone in hand. A few minutes later, he returned, beaming and holding a large suitcase.
店長、身代金回収してきました。
でかした。あとはつけられなかっただろうね。
もちろんっすよ。ちゃんと計画通りやりました。中身確認しますよ。
You mean you didn't look at it before you took it? He placed his suitcase on the floor and they flung it open, and then... Oh my goodness. I wonder if it's fake. It was chock full of cash.
すげえ。札束だ。
さすが愛妻家社長っすね。うわー、100万ドル入ってる。
Is that what it means, love worth $1 million? A million? Demanding a large ransom was one thing, having it paid was another. Gil, why did you pay it like that? I was truly stunned. Everything about being kidnapped felt more real by the second. Could these bumbling oyster shop employees really have managed to kidnap me and secure a ransom? Now let me go. You've got your money, haven't you?
そうだね。あんまり大ごとになる前に。
I know, don't get greedy.
いやいや店長何言ってんすか。これさらに絞り取れますよ。
Okay, he just got greedy. What?
そういえばそうだな。この速さで支払ってきたんだ。よし、もっとたんまり金取ってやる。
The Green Oyster Shop employees began to dial Gil's number.
返してほしくばさらに2倍の金額をよこせと。写真。
Oh my goodness.
返信早いな。何彼女が無事か電話で確認させろ。
This guy, man, his voice actor. Like, I hate his voice, but his voice acting is so good.
いかにも誘拐犯っぽくなってきたっすね。
What did you think you were?
仕方ねえ。お前、ちゃんとひどい扱い受けてないって言えよ。
The Green Oyster manager held up the phone to my ear and hit the call button. Gil answered immediately.
リネット、無事？
Gil, I'm sorry I ended up in this situation.
もう君が謝らなくていいから。むしろごめん、リネット。俺のせいだよ、これ。
そうそう、こいつのせいだよな。
いや、お前は黙ってろ。
怪我してない？怖くない？必ず身代金は払うからじっとしてるんだよ。
Aww, poor Gil. I could hear the desperation in Gil's voice even through the phone. Aww. I think this is a save file, and I think it's I'm okay. Oh no, I'm a little scared. Okay, we're gonna save it though. First save file. Oh my goodness. Alright. I'm a little scared. Despite my attempts to reassure him, hearing Gil's voice made me more vulnerable. I am a little scared, Gil. I don't even know where I am. Aww, the sweet darling choice.
リネット、すぐ行くから、心を強く持って、必ず助けに行くから、俺がついてるから。
I know you just lighted a fire underneath him by saying that. Hearing Gil trying to encourage me warmed my heart. Thanks, Gil.
でも怖いって何かされたの？大丈夫？
They tied me up with handcuffs and a rope, but I'm okay now because I got to talk to you.
縛られてるの？それ痛いんじゃ。
They're nice kidnappers letting him talk this long.
おい、余計なことを言うな。強くは縛ってないだろう。
I was wondering. He snatched the phone from my hand while I was still talking to Gil. I could hear Gil yelling from far away.
リネット！おい、誘拐犯！彼女に指一本でも触れてみろ！絶対許さないからな！
I know, man. Don't make him mad.
へい。で、彼女が無事だって分かっただろう。追加の身代金を払ったら今度こそ返してやるよ。用意できたらさっきと同じ方法で受け渡しをするんだ。分かったな？
分かったから！絶対彼女にひどいことしないでよ！したら本気で許さないから！
I know, making you pay twice.
これでよし。これであとは金を待つだけだぜ。
まだっすかね。これで俺たち億万長者っすよ。
I waited for Gil as they celebrated. He'd pay their price, and they'd probably get cocky and ask for more. What should I do? Knowing Gil, he'd pay whatever they asked in order to save me. But that was the money that Gil worked so hard to earn. I didn't want that taken away by some hoodlums that would sell expired oysters. I'll use my Cupid's arrow to... Wait, I don't have that anymore. I know, right? I was just thinking, man, if she was still Cupid. If I still had my Cupid's arrow, I could escape this place. But I'm just an ordinary human now, bound and unable to move. Please, someone help. Dad, Mom, Chi, Sylvie, Auntie. She called for Chi. That's so cute. Considering she doesn't even know that's Lord Jupiter. That's adorable. I prayed silently, but as expected, there was no response. Despair washed over me. You know, it would be really funny if Chi showed up. What do? I don't want to cause any more trouble for Gil. If I was still a god, I would have been able to protect him. But now I was the one who needed to be saved. Feeling incredible and insignificant, I began to experience a creeping sense of dread. Gil. I whispered his name as I was about to cry, and in the next moment... Explosion. Oh my goodness. He found you. Oh my goodness, my superhero. So cute. That would have been quite the cliffhanger, huh? There was a sudden explosion that made me scream out in surprise. Ah. Smoke bomb.
なんだ爆発か
よくも俺の奥さんを泣かせたな。
You have no idea how happy I am right now. That gave me goosebumps. Hearing him say that. Hearing him say that in that tone. Huh? A voice rang out, a voice I was praying to hear. No way.
ニネット、助けに来たよ。
Gil? He had burst through the warehouse door with his car, causing the explosion. Emerging from the rubble was Gil, climbing out of what was once Bumble Pig, now an ordinary car.
チリ、どうしてここが分かってんだ。お前、まさか尾行されたのか。
I put a tracking device on that.
まさかちゃんと巻いて計画通りバイクも途中で変えて逃げてきましたよ。
そうだよ。俺は尾行なんてしてない。ラブバーズに助けてもらったんだ。要求バー事務所のコネクションで電話を逆探知して見つけたんだよ。
Oh, there you go.
要求バー事務所がそんなことできるわけないだろ。
Well, obviously.
できるよ。最近の要求バーはアンチ対策のためにそれぐらいできるって言ってた。
最近の要求バー怖い。
とにかく早く彼女を返せ。
チェ、そもそも約束が違うじゃないか。俺たちは通報しなければ無事に返すって言ったんだぜ。
I don't see any police.
通報はしてないよ。ここに来たのは俺だけだ。
通報してない？お前だけ？こりゃ傑作だぜ。
一人で助けに来るとかそんな映画みたいにうまくいくかよ。悪いが俺たちはそんなんでビビらないぜ。
うるさいな。どうせ俺は弱そうだよ。だから彼女を狙ったんだろ。
そりゃね、俺らから見たらひょろい金持ちなんていいかもで。
くっそ、バカにして。よくも彼女を誘拐したな。今度は絶対負けない。
前に俺のパンチ一発で伸びてたやつが何言ってるんだ。
もうあの時の俺とは違うんだ。
はいはい、分かったら追加の金をよこしな。彼女を解放するのはそれからだ。
そうだそうだ。その手にしてるアタッシュケースには金が入ってるんだろ。さっさとよこしな。
As the green oyster gain indicated, Gil held a suitcase identical to the one from before. Gil, don't do it. They'll just demand more.
うるせえ。 俺らはちゃんと約束は守るんだよ。
No, you're not.
約束を守るだって？そもそも最初の金で解放するって約束だっただろ。
I know, right?
だから約束通り彼女を解放してもらうよ。
Gil threw the suitcase onto the ground. Suddenly, the suitcase, seemingly containing the ransom, began to transform. Oh my goodness, is it Iron Man? Iron Man transforms out of a suitcase. Like from Iron Man 3.
これはなんて格好だ？
he's so clueless. The suitcase morphed and started to envelop Gil. His Iron Man, that's why it's called my superhero. A few minutes later, Gil stood before us, but he was different from the Gil we knew. Oh my goodness.
これってまさかプラチナ？
They can't even speak. They're speechless.
ラブクラフトマンだ。
Oh, that hurt my ear. Lovecraft Man. Oh my goodness. What is going on? I guess I should have expected it because he turned a car into a transformer and flew to Celestia to go fight Mars. So I can't say I'm surprised. Actually, I was pretty surprised. But still, I should have saw it coming. Lovecraft Man, it has a heart on the forehead and upside down on the chest. No, it's definitely Platinum Man. Gil and I had recently watched Platinum Man 2, and now he wore an armor suit identical to the one in the movie.
なんだよそれ。そんなおもちゃで俺らと戦うつもりか。
Oh my goodness, what's wrong with you? But seriously though, okay, so is that what he's been working on in his workshop all this time, so he can become, quote, stronger?
コスプレして助けようとするなんて本気かよ。
Did he say cosplay? Hold on.
コスプレして助けようとするなんて本気かよ。
That's funny, he said cosplay.
本気だよ。本当はさ、ラウルみたいに強くなりたかった。俺自身がムキムキになってマッチョになって戦えるのが一番だったんだ。ずっと強くなりたいと思ってたんだ。
Aww.
でも君は怪獣にさらわれるかもしれない。空の上や宇宙や海の中で戦う日が来るかもしれない。
Outer space and deep ocean.
そう思ったら普通に強くなるだけじゃダメだって思ったんだ。
You know, this is kind of cute.
君を守るために自分が強くなりたい。どんな時でも守れるようになりたいって思ったんだ。
After Gil said that, oh my goodness. After Gil's declaration, the two Green Oyster members hit the floor. Huh?
見たか、ラブクラフトマンの力を。
ただのおもちゃじゃねえのかよ。
It literally came out of a suitcase and warped around Gil. Like, you think it's a toy.
俺がただのおもちゃを作るはずないだろ。
He sure does. When he came to rescue me in Celestia, he used rare metals to construct a car that could transform into a robot. The transforming car robot, Bubble Pig, that was his weapon then, but now he had upgraded himself.
あいつがマジモンだなんて聞いてないぞ。
They felt unconscious right there. After confirming they were down, I turned back to Gil.
リネット。
How did you confirm it? You're tied up. Gil used the power of Lovecraft Man to shoot a beam that cut through my handcuffs. And with one swift movement, a knife came out of his fingertip that was used to cut through the rope. A knife? It felt so long since my arms were free. The first thing I did was jump on Gil to hug him. Gil!
リネット、よかった。無事で。怪我はない？痛いところとかあったら言うんだよ。
I'm fine, Gil. Thank you for rescuing me.
俺こそ君を危険にさらしちゃってごめん。このスーツの開発が間に合ってて本当に良かったよ。
I really was working on the workshop for that. So when did you create this?
えいや、それは。
Is this what you were working on when you were cooped up in your workshop?
実はこれを開発してたんだ。ネプチューン祭りの時、そいつにぶん殴られて気絶しちゃっただろ。あの時、自分の弱さを痛感してさ、君を守るために作ってたんだ。間に合ってよかったよ。
Gil. His dedication always tended to the extraordinary. First Bubble Pig and now Lovecraft Man. He's pretty funky. This is another save file, and he's pretty funky. Okay. Alright, pretty funky. His technical skills made these dreams a reality. His determination saw every project to completion. I believe the right term for people like him is funky, or dedicated. His way of expressing love was imaginative and always unexpected. That's what made him Gil. I suppose I was just as funky in my own way. Nothing, I just wanted to gaze at your face. At your face. As Gil reached to remove his helmet, a loud thud echoed through the space. He spun around in response to the noise, discovering an oil drum tipped on its side. Uh-oh. Its lid removed, oil was seeping across the warehouse floor. That's no good. Oh my goodness! Fly away! The oyster shop employee regained consciousness. He held a lighter above the pooling oil. What is wrong with you? I know.
このままあんたらに逃げられたら俺らは刑務所行きだろ。だから落としてんだよ。
So you would kill yourself. While the manager slowly backed away with the suitcase full of money, the employee declared his intentions.
さあ、追加の金を俺らに払うんだ。そんで、警察に通報しない。見逃すって約束しろ。
いや店長、追加の金はもう諦めて、こいつだけ持って逃げましょうって。
I know, his suitcase was literally a suit of armor.
なんだよ、たんまり取れるって言ったのはお前の方じゃねえか。
あの時点ではそうだったんすけど、こんな一発でボコボコにされたら戦意喪失するっつうか。
だったらあの時点で逃げてりゃ殴られなかったし、顔も見られなかったじゃねえか。
I know, he should just left.
いや店長だってノリノリだったじゃないっすか。だいたい俺は最初からこの作戦には不安しか。
In anger, the manager seized the employee's collar, prompting him to drop the lighter. As the lighter bounced upon the concrete, it sparked to life. Oh?
Huh?
Oh my goodness. Instantly, the spilled oil ignited. Oh my goodness. Flames rapidly spread across the floor.
あっちあっち。
やべえ。逃げるぞ。消防車。
The green oyster staff sprinted from the building, frantically calling the fire department.
おい、待て!
Yo, we need to flee too. He sprinted from the encroaching flames.
待って、危ない!
Gil yanked me into his arms just as debris fell where I had been standing. The warehouse was collapsing.
早く外に出なきゃ!
Unfortunately, we were deep within the warehouse, and our escape was cut off by a wall of fire. Whether by design or accident, the trail of oil had been spilled in a manner that obstructed our escape route. Flames roared, and the smoke and fumes of burning oil threatened to overcome me.
リネット、捕まって。
What about going through the hole that your car created? Suddenly, Gil lifted me into his arms, and the sound of a jet engine filled my ears. Oh, really? Oh, okay, it's him. And then we were rising, soaring upwards. Huh? Wait. Were we? Oh my goodness. Are we flying? You know, I want to do this, but I'm not sure if I want to spoil the surprise. So, you know what? I think I'm not going to do this. I really want to. Look at that Iron Man face. I know why they changed the name and all for copyright purposes, but I mean, look at the face. I guess it's the only thing that looks like Iron Man, but whatever. Indeed, Gil had now transformed into Lovecraft Man and was soaring through the air with me in his arms. The experience was akin to flying back in Celestia using Cupid's arrow, but in this case, it was thanks to human technology.
はあ、軌道テストはまだだったけど、よかった、無事飛んで。
Is this?
足にジェットも搭載しておいたんだ。こんなこともあるかと思って。
This doesn't normally happen. Regardless, an emergency had indeed arisen. We broke through the warehouse roof, the flames growing smaller beneath us. Gil's love for movies and transfer cars and Platinum Man had literally saved my life. At that moment, the wail of sirens reached my ears. Looking below, I saw fire trucks and police cars arriving on the scene. Firefighters battled the blaze while the police arrested the 2 Green Oyster employees. Seems like those guys got busted.
うん。今誘拐の通報もしたから、多分そっちでも逮捕されると思う。
Huh? You did that just now?
このスーツ連絡機能もつけてあるんだ。
Joe showed me the call log on his suit's arm-mounted LCD screen with a proud grin. Even those parts were identical to Platinum Man. I was wondering what you were crafting in the workshop. Gil, your abilities astound me. He wasn't just a mechanic tinkering with cars. He could design complex systems from scratch, a feat far beyond most people's capabilities.
君を守るためなら何だってやれるよ。
Gil pulled me close, his Lovecraft man suit digging into me a bit.
君が無事でよかった。本当によかったよ。ネット。
Aww. His voice was shaky. I know, I heard it. Hearing his voice in that moment, I felt as if we were living a miracle. I held onto him even tighter. Had Gil not crafted this suit, we might have been burdened with an even greater ransom. Without the jetpacks, we could have been trapped beneath the rubble. If Gil had not taken those precautions, we might not have won against the 2 and instead met a tragic end. Gil, thank you for saving me.
君を守れてよかった。
Gil held me tightly as we soared higher. Below us, the 2 kidnappers whimpered and begged for mercy as the police took them away. I enjoyed that. Sweet and spicy, and I'm gonna make sure I stop here because I don't want to accidentally record it like I did Shelby's. That made me happy. So it's less than an hour and a half, so that's good, I guess. So if I would have recorded it normally, like an hour for each one, like Kills would have been 1 episode longer than the rest of them, which is kind of funny actually. But anyway, yeah, I'm saving that CG because I don't want to spoil the surprise. Like, you're not expecting it, right? I wouldn't have expected it. But anyway, sorry I haven't posted the last couple of days. I've been extremely exhausted. I've been going to bed early. But on top of that, I kind of procrastinated in Love and Deep Space. So there was an event that ended at 7 o'clock this morning. And I've been spending the last 2 evenings trying to go through all the story content of the event, and I still didn't finish it because I was just so exhausted. I went to bed at 12 2 days ago and then 1 o'clock yesterday. But yeah, I just can't stay up, and I really wanted to read it all, but I didn't get it read, but it's fine. Whatever. It wasn't as interesting as the card memories that you can pull from the event, which I have all of those, so I can read those whenever I want. Anyway, yeah, I still have chapter 9 to record of Seiya. That's the last chapter for him, for his roots, and we're going to the endings with him too. So anyway, now that we're at the end of Gil's roots, I will post a poll to see if you guys want me to play Mariance, I think is his name. Mariance Levin or something like that. Or if you guys want me to play Ralph, that's fine too. So let me know there. If you guys enjoy, drop a like down below and or subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.